And speaking of unwanted pregnancies, so I live in New York, and it's live in a progressive liberal city in a progressive liberal state, and I live there by choice, and it's I live in a bubble, I do. I readily admit it. I acknowledge it. I live in a bubble, but I've been touring all over America, all over, and I'm going to stay in that bubble. It's a good bubble. It's a good bubble to be in. Happy to be in the bubble. And so, here's the thing. I grew up in the South, and my whole family's still back there. And I go home, in Georgia. I go home 3-4 times a year, every year. And I just forget about that kind of conservative thinking and especially the anti-abortion movement, the ferocity of the anti-abortion movement. Because I live in New York and we don't have to deal with any of that nonsense. But I go back home and not so much in Atlanta proper, but as you're leaving and it gets more country, you start seeing all those billboards, right? I'm sure y'all have the billboards, yeah? They're and the further more country you get, the more ubiquitous and frequent. And it's always a variation of the same exact billboard. It's the same thing, right? On one side, there's a photo of an adorable baby, like a 6-month-old, just adorable baby. And, all 6-month-old babies are adorable, unless they're born with a weird thing. But they're not gonna put that on the poster. What are you doing? What? I'm trying to appeal to some emotional heartstrings here. Right? What are you doing? Get that fucking monstrosity off of there. I'm trying to make some money, all right? Put up an adorable baby. And and while you're at it, could you maybe in Photoshop kind of extend her eyelashes a little bit and plump up her lips a bit, for me, for later? Okay, thank you. Oh yeah. Oh, we know where the real pedophiles are. You don't have to look that hard. If you really want to catch pedophiles, you know where to go. So yeah, on one side, photo of an adorable baby, and then on the other side, it would say, "Choose life, you fucking whore. All life is precious." All right? And I think what the pro-choice movement should do is to buy the very next billboard after that one, right? So you pass by that one, 150 feet later, you see another one, says the exact same thing, same font, same size, same color, choose life, all life is precious. But then instead of a photo of an adorable baby, it's a photo of a 32-year-old dude in his basement apartment, just jerking off to anime, Going hard, going real hard, Rule 34, Sitting there with a big pile of empty Monster Energy drinks at the foot of his gamer chair, a big old gas mask bong on the table, his filthy mustard and cum-stained robe splayed open, hunched over the computer, going, "Is there a Bitcoin just for fascists?" All life is precious. You think all life is precious? No? Is it all life precious? What do you think? Not sure? I'm going to help you out. It's not. All life is not precious. Use your fucking eyes. It's not. And I'm going to tell my daughter that too. I'm going to make sure my daughter understands that. I'm going to sit her down and go, "Listen, honey, listen, kiddo, has anybody tried to tell you that all life is precious and God and the Bible?" They have? Okay, well, I want to say, this is your dad talking, okay, that is a load of horse shit, okay? I mean, just in the 2.5 blocks we walked to school, we passed by a lot of unprecious life. I mean, nothing precious about it. I don't wish them any ill will, or I hope they're the best for them, but they're not precious. Come on. Words matter, honey, okay? They fucking matter, okay? And also, do you see that boy over there? See that boy, Copernicus? Yeah. I want you to stop hanging out with him, okay? No, he's fine. It's just his dad is a bit of a douche, that's all.